Here I am, I'm Melvin Brooks. I've come to stop the show. Just a ham whose minus looks, but in your hearts I'll grow.
In the world of comedy, very few names shine as brightly as Mel Brooks. While his groundbreaking films and razor-sharp wit have earned him legendary status, it's his profound personal connections that truly shaped both his life and work. In this episode, we're exploring the three relationships that defined Mel Brooks' extraordinary journey: his loving marriage to Anne Bancroft, his lifelong friendship with Carl Reiner, and his creative partnership with Gene Wilder. These three relationships weren't just important to Mel personally, they transformed comedy forever. By the end of this video, you'll discover the surprising way each of these friendships changed entertainment history, including the touching ritual Mel continued for a full year after losing one of these dear friends. Let's begin with the love story that lasted over 4 decades. The year was 1961, and the setting couldn't have been more ordinary: a rehearsal for the Perry Como show. Mel Brooks, still establishing himself as a writer and comedian, spotted Anne Bancroft, already an accomplished stage actress. Despite her somewhat intimidating reputation from her Broadway successes, Brooks boldly introduced himself.
A guy from way over on the other side of the theater said, "Hey, Anne Bancroft, I'm Mel Brooks. I want you to know that in 2 years, no man had ever approached me with that kind of aggression." This aggressive voice came out from the dark, and I thought it would be a combination of Clark Gable and Robert Taylor and Robert Redford. Turned out to be Mel Brooks.
Anne was initially hesitant about getting seriously involved with Brooks, seeing him as a funny guy who might not take the relationship seriously. But Brooks was persistent.
He never left me. From that moment on, he would say, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to William Morris." He said, "So am I." He said, "Where are you going?" "I'm going to that delicatessen." "So am I." No matter where I said I was going, he said he was going there. "I'm going to the Bonsoir tonight." "So am I." It just went on and on. The man never left me alone. Thank God.
Following her to various destinations and winning her over with his unique blend of confidence and humor. Their relationship blossomed quickly as they discovered a shared sense of humor and mutual understanding of each other's artistic passions. In 1964, Mel and Anne tied the knot in a private ceremony at New York City Hall, a second marriage for both of them. In 1972, they welcomed their only child, a son named Max, who would later follow in his parents' creative footsteps. Beyond their personal connection, Mel and Anne proved to be a formidable creative team. They collaborated on various projects both on stage and screen, showcasing their incredible chemistry and complementary talents.
And there's no greater joy than singing with my wife, Sweet Georgia Brown, in Polish.
To się topić, Sweet Georgie Brown. Daj całusa, poleć wusa, Sweet Georgie Brown.
Anne made memorable appearances in several of Brooks' films, including The Producers and Silent Movie. She also played a crucial role in the success of Young Frankenstein, which Brooks directed and co-wrote. In 1980, Brooks produced Fatso, which was written and directed by Anne Bancroft, a significant professional milestone for both.
I made an appointment for you with Dr. Schwartzman.
Dr. who?
Dr. Schwartzman, the diet doctor.
Throughout their marriage, Brooks often referred to Bancroft as the love of his life, a testament to the profound connection they shared. Their relationship was characterized by deep mutual respect, unwavering support, and of course, lots of laughter. When asked about the secret to their successful marriage, Brooks once said, "We understand each other, we respect each other's talent, and we truly love each other."
We would hang out for 24 hours. And that was, how many people could stand their wives for 24 hours? but I could cry now. It's easy. She was easy. Let me tell you, she was fun. She was fun.
Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner's friendship began in the 1950s when they were both writers for Sid Caesar's Your Show of Shows.
Check into the supply room and get your equipment.
I got all the equipment I need for the Army right here, Sarge. I got my bugle.
You're not going to need that bugle in the Army. You can put that away. In this outfit, you're going to be a fighter. You're going to be a boxer.
Just a second, Sarge. I got news for you. I didn't join this here Army to fight. I joined it to bugle.
Their chemistry was immediate and electric, leading to one of comedy's most enduring partnerships. In 1960, Brooks and Reiner began performing their legendary 2,000-year-old man routine on The Steve Allen Show.
This gentleman here is one of the phenomena of the world. He looks no older than Mr. Shawn, and yet he is 2,000 years old. Is that true, sir?
Yes, you want to see my driver's license?
No.
This improvised comedy bit featured Reiner as an interviewer and Brooks as the titular ancient man who had witnessed thousands of years of history.
In the origin of words, for instance, a simple word like cheese, where did that come from?
Cheese is a lovely story, how we get the word cheese in our vernacular. In the year 28 there was an old farmer, and a gentleman came to his land and said, "I'm so thirsty, may I have a little dipper milk?" And he said, "Certainly, go over to the barrel." He not knowing that the barrel of milk had soured, see? So this poor beggar man came to the barrel and opened up from the top and looked in and looked down and went, "Cheese!"
The routine was so successful that by 1961, their album 2,000 Years with Carl Reiner and Mel Brooks had sold over 1 million copies. They even recorded a series of commercials for Ballantine beer with Dick Cavett as the 2,500-year-old man in 1962.
Here now is the 2,500-year-old brewmaster, and we have a surprise for him today. We're going to show him something interesting that he hasn't seen before. Sir, have you ever seen one of these?
Sure. It's a bottle of Ballantine beer. I've seen thousands and thousands of them.
As the years passed, Brooks and Reiner developed a beautiful daily ritual that showcased the depth of their friendship.
Curious, I've been looking. There's like a couple of bags. Are those feathers?
Yeah, you guessed.
Where are they from?
They're chicken feathers. They come from those pillows. And Mel sits there, and one day he goes, "Ow, what's that?" And it's a feather sticking. and I put them here, and here's another one.
Every evening, they would meet at Reiner's home for dinner, where they would sit and watch television together. During these gatherings, they would talk about old music and old actors and old movies, according to Reiner's daughter Annie. His son Lucas added humorously, they took a lot of naps because they were so old. When Carl Reiner passed away in 2020, Brooks was heartbroken, but in a testament to their extraordinary bond, Brooks continued their ritual for a full year after Reiner's death. Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder's creative partnership began when Brooks was developing The Producers. Brooks shared the concept with Wilder before he had secured financial backing for the project. With his characteristic wit, Wilder responded sarcastically, "You're doing a play about two Jews who are producing a flop instead of a hit, knowing they can make more money with a flop. And the big number is Springtime for Hitler. Yeah, you're going to get the money."
He was writing something called Springtime for Hitler, although I didn't know it. But he was making a changeover from television to movies. I was in my second Broadway play.
You're gonna jump on me. I know you're gonna jump on me. Like Nero jumped on Poppaea. Poppaea! She was his wife and she was unfaithful to him. So he got mad and he jumped on her up and down, until he squashed her like a bug. Please don't jump on me. I'm not gonna jump I'm not gonna
When Brooks finally secured funding for The Producers, he surprised Wilder in his dressing room with a copy of the script. Instead of laughing, Wilder broke down in tears of joy, a moment that cemented their creative partnership and friendship. Wilder would go on to deliver an unforgettable performance as Leo Bloom in The Producers, earning an Academy Award nomination and helping Brooks win the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay in 1968. Their collaboration continued with Blazing Saddles in 1974, where Brooks was initially hired as a script doctor but eventually became the director.
A man drink like that and he don't eat, he is going to die.
When?
The film was a massive success, earning $119.5 million worldwide, despite a modest budget of $2.6 million. That same year, they co-wrote and created another masterpiece, Young Frankenstein. With Brooks directing and Wilder co-writing and starring, the film earned $86 million worldwide and received 2 Academy Award nominations.
He had Madeline in Blazing Saddles. He had me in The Producers and Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. He had Marty Feldman in Young Frankenstein.
What made Brooks and Wilder's partnership so special was their deep mutual respect and understanding of each other's creative process. Brooks often praised Wilder's unique ability to balance vulnerability and comedy.
Life, you hear me? Give my creation life!
When Gene Wilder passed away in 2016, Brooks was among the first to offer a tribute. In an appearance on The Tonight Show shortly after Wilder's death, Brooks shared touching stories about their friendship and creative partnership, highlighting the profound impact Wilder had on his life and career.
Everybody was having lunch and he was writing on like a legal pad. I looked at the top and it said Young Frankenstein. I said, that's a terrific idea. That's a great, would you want to write it with me? He said, yeah. It's still tremendous. It's a big shock, you know. I'm still reeling from that no more Gene. I can't call him. I can't. And he was such a wonderful part of my life, you know.